Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. That's right, people. We're back at it yet again for another Labor Day edition. That'd be the Chat Council, people. The show, probably the only show on YouTube, probably the internet, where you, yes, you out there in the chat, can tell a bear what to do on his own freaking show. Here tonight, back at it yet again. In the game called Civilization 7, you get to watch as bear slowly descends into madness from the formerly great game series from Sid Meier's, and now just, man oh man, just caught in the doldrums of some stuff's good, some stuff's just terrible, people. Just awful. Just awful. So, here we are, back at it yet again. P-Money says happy Labor Day. At least that's what we call it in Canada. Is it Arbor Day for you in America? No, it's not Arbor Day. It's Labor Day for America, not labor. Don't be such a labor out here. Gosh darn it. We had the day off, people. I just had some ribs. Oh, they were delicious, people. Poor fella. Didn't even know what hit him out there. Turned his back. And bear went in for the grab. I got some good ribs out of it. Nice and meaty, too. Delicious stuff. So, yeah, enjoying a nice meal and gonna get into it here with the great game that Bear has. Let me find it and do the thing with the thing here. 1 second here, people. I get it all loaded up here. Bear, I'm gonna set my alarm on my phone. It says, Amy, I don't want to miss the Chat Council. That's right, people. You can set your own alarms. Every Monday and Tuesday. We'll be back at it tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern, whatever the case is, wherever you are. That's what we're going to be doing here on Mondays and Tuesday nights. That's right, people. You know, you could make fun of some people out there for having a drawing competition show. Ha 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 ha! Ah, what fools those are. I'm a professional comic book artist. And then literally doing the same thing. So you could be over there watching that, but you're right here, and Bear appreciates it. Oh, so very much. All right, we are starting off as Charlemagne. Not the god, but the king, people. Let me get right on into it here. I can find my OBS stuff. Where are we? The thing here. There we are. Here he is. Also, like Bear with a full tummy. Enjoying himself on the throat out here. Charlemagne the god. No, not the god, the king. Charlemagne the king out here. We started out, he's a French guy, but we started out as, believe it or not, as the Greeks. Athens, begin my game. Come on, do the thing with the thing. We started out as Athens here, people, even though that says Madrid right there. We started many, many, many moons ago as the city of Athens. And boy, oh boy, has it grown, people. Descending into madness, or already descended into madness, as Peabody. That's a very fine line. Very fine line. So here we are. Here is Athens, our former capital city. We'll explain in a moment. We started out, boy, oh boy, were we a great Greek civilization. We started off building some good stuff out here. The Parthenon, the Odeon. We got to have the world's longest running play of cats out here. Also made a couple World Wonder. Let's see, the Oracle, and another couple of things out here. Some good stuff. Good stuff out here. And we went and we founded the city of Sparta. Of course, Carthage was right nearby, so we had to say, hang on, Carthage, don't attack us. Well, they did. They did. They nearly had us surrounded. We almost went out, like in the first 20 turns. But Bear valiantly fought back and defeated Sparta, salted all of their farmland, and now they are finished. I says, there we go. Sparta, I got Athens. We're doing pretty good as Greece. Then all along comes Harriet Tubman, all the way across the map here. Founds a city right down here. I says, Harriet Tubman. That's not gonna happen, Rick. So we went to war against Harriet Tubman. Beat her up pretty good. We renamed it after Amy and Melissa Lester, as Lesterville came all the way across the map, kicked some ass her, came all the way down here to the city of Pat. We surrounded it. After many, many moons, Harriet Tubman gave up. She waved the white flag. She says, no moss. No moss. I says, okay, that's fine. I don't really care. She gave us this city. I was trying to give it back to Ahsoka the World Renouncer, wherever the heck he is. Did he already die? Did Ahsoka die? Oh my god. Anyway, oh, there he is. There he is right there. I was going to try and give it back to him, but I can't quite figure it out how to do it, so I ended up keeping it for myself. Enjoyed the heck out of it, and I says, you know, I can continue on here without having to, what the heck? Ahsoka. Yeah, hi, you're still around. Okay, congratulations, sir. I decided, you know, that's fine and all. We will continue on. And then, of course, we get into the stinking gameplay stuff, and they say, hey, you know what? We're going to change everything, and we're going to put you in a new era. I was like, okay, that's fine. No, Bear, now you're Spanish. I says, wait a minute. First off, I'm a French guy, but I'm rolling as the Greeks. I don't care, Bear. You're now Spanish. Oh, okay. C, in fact. So we founded the city of Madrid over here. And then went on as Spain. We were doing all right. Came over here, founded the city of Holy Toledo because the game wants you to make cities in distant lands for some reason. I had plenty of space over here. They says, Barry, you got to come over and do it way over here. I says, okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and put a city of Toledo. Well, by this time, people, by this time, in the past, though, we defeated Santa, the evil Santa Claus. Well, Harriet Tubman, once again, the thorn in Bear's side, decides to team up with a evil Santa Claus up here at Santa's workshop. I says, Harriet Tubman, not gonna happen yet again, Rick. There's also her holy city, and I figured, well, hey, I could take out two birds with one stone here. Take out her holy city, take out a city that's north of Athens, and we did it. We went to war yet again against Harriet Tubman. The holy city thing didn't work out very much at all because, I don't know, reasons. The religion in this game is kind of odd. So anyways, we were at war yet again against Harriet Tubman. I took over her capital city of Axum. Took over Martra as well. She threw in the towel yet again. I says, you know what? I'm well over my stupid city limit here. Harriet Tubman, I'll just leave you as a rump state way up north here. Just don't bother me anymore, and that'll be fine. Well, she hasn't bothered me just yet. But you know what? Patchouli, our good friend Patchouli, decides, you know what? I'm going to found a city right here where my knight fella is. For strange reasons. I don't know why the AI is weird. But we decided to go all genocide-y and did the thing with the thing there. And totally wiped them off the map there. I says, you know what? We got to put a stake in the heart here, so to speak. So we took, after many, many years, we took over their capital city. You figure, okay, there. You've got to be one of the greatest military minds of all time. You took over not one but two capital cities of enemy empires out there. You got to be doing pretty good, Bear. No, not at all. The game has screwy mechanics. They want you to found a city way, way, way out there for some reason. And that counts for your military victory. Instead of, like, actual military victories for some reason. So, anyways, I was way over my settlement limit because they place stupid settlement limits on a game called Civilization where you're trying to take over the world. I don't know. Anyways, so there we are. We ended our war. Took over the city of Queso over here. And now we are in crisis mode, people, because that's how this game works for some strange reason. And we have, what was it? Acer, and was there another one as well? Was it Kenji? Where was it? Oh, Sampa out here. We have decided that there is plague going on across the world. And we got our plague here in Sampa. And I call it, of course, Axum as well. So we're trying to limit the damage of the plague, and go into the new age where we'll become, hell, I don't know, the Russians, the Bulgarians, I have no clue. We'll turn into somebody, even though I don't want to. So that's the lay of the land, people. That is the lay of the land. Any questions? Any questions out here? Oh gosh, I gotta go back. Yes, Athens was the capital of the world, but much like her being the capital of my life, her town became the capital of the kingdom. That would be Mrs. P. Money out here. Amy says P. Money. Bear says Amy. A Bear the great military mind. All 3 times I had to push Bear to war, and all 3 times they were successful wars. That's true. That's true. You know, bears are reluctant warriors, but much like, what was his name? It started with like a P. Bashukin, I don't know, the Polish bear in World War II that handled the artillery on the fronts, fighting the Axis. Much like that bear, he did good. He did good. He was also a ladies' magnet as well, according to the Polish. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. If you ever want to look it up, look up a Polish bear in World War II, and have a fun time with that one. I forget. It starts with a P. I don't speak Polish, so I don't know. Anyways, yes, great military mind. Great military mind. Let's see. All is good. Wife is having supper with the kids right now. I hope it's a good, fulfilling supper. She's waiting for me to call her and tell her Bear needs help. Always. Always. Bear, how many cities of our kingdom are currently filled with the plague? I think it's 2. I think it's Sampa here. You can tell by the crows pecking at the corpses and the, I don't know, fires? I have no idea why there is smoke. But maybe it's like stinky, rotting corpses? I don't know. So there's that one, and then we also have, it was Acer, right? Yeah, Acer. So that one also has the plague. So we were sending our, is this it here? Yeah, okay, we were sending our physicians to see if that will help. You could also just kind of let the plague, work its magic. Run its course, I should say, and we should be able to get some refugees here in just a couple turns, I suppose. And then we can bring the refugees back into the city after the plague passes by. So we'll play it by ear. We'll see how it works. But there you are. I think those are the only 2. If I recall correctly. It's been a week. Oh, well, slightly less than a week since Bears played this. So, I don't know if you want to call this one as well. Nagu Mapu. We're a Caesarian of them. They're friendly with us, but I wouldn't really call them our city. So 2, technically 3 right now on the continent that we're at. I don't see anybody else have any problems. Of course not. It's just Bear with the plague. Naturally. That's how it goes. Somebody brought in some free blankets, and there goes Acer and Sampa. That's what happens when you accept free blankets, people. Gosh dang it. If Madrid gets the plague, are you sending all the physicians there? You know, it might not be a bad idea to just go ahead and purchase a physician there in Madrid. I think we got plenty of money. Let's see. Purchase. Actually, you know what? Is there something like a hospital? I thought I saw one at some point. It'd probably make everybody unhappy. This game's so screwy. You build buildings that are supposed to give you happiness, and it gives you unhappiness. It's the strangest game I've ever played. Okay, purchase. Let us do the physician. 530. I can't buy too many of these, but let's go ahead and do that. We'll have him. I'm not gonna have him in Madrid. We'll kind of have him kind of nearby, and just in case we can. I forget what they call it. Like heal it or curing or something along those lines. So we'll figure out here shortly, P-Money. Run course is probably more sensitive than work magic. Well, you know, it kind of depends on which side of the coin you're on, I suppose. If it was one of our enemies, I wouldn't have a problem at all. But apparently, it's just us. For some strange reason. All right, let me... we are almost 80% done with this age here. So basically what happens is... in previous games, you would start off like cavemen. And then work all the way up till, like, the space age. You know, as the same civilization. So, like, the Greeks, or the Egyptians, or the Romans, or whatever. This game, they dropped the developers on their heads for some reason. I don't know why. And they decided to come up with a great idea of splitting everything into 3 ages. Okay. Except for they make you switch your civilization around. You keep the same, you'd figure you would have different leaders. You keep the same leader, but it's a different civilization. So we're almost 80% done with our age here. So that means that we're in this thing called the crisis mode. And we've got 5 turns left until it intensifies. What that means is you get to choose between a couple different terrible options. Yay! So, like, for example, I've got Divine Mercy. Districts and buildings and improvements and settlements that follow your religion are not damaged by major outbreaks. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, so, interesting. Okay, well, that's actually a good one. Actually a pretty good one. But usually they'll tell you, okay, would you rather lose money or would you rather lose happiness or would you rather lose, you know, whatever. You gotta, you know, it's like one of these horrible options. Anyway, so that's kind of what we're talking about here. So we could very quickly jump into the next age here relatively quickly because I have what's called these treasure boats. Excuse me, treasure convoys that we're supposed to do to be able to win or help kind of win the game. So that is our economic option that we have here. We're trying to get 10. Trying to get 10 of those convoys. We've got, I think, 4. So we'd have 8 total. So we wouldn't quite get there just yet. Let me see how long that would take us. If I can find it here. It would take us 7 more turns. So the 5 turns that we would have, it would intensify. And then we would have 2 more turns after that to get to the 7 here. Plus it takes, I think, 2 or 3 turns. They would come here from Holy Toledo. So we'd be coming here from Holy Toledo, and I think it takes us like 2 or 3 turns. Where is the caravan fella? Oh, there he is right there. So here's the other caravan. He's going to go in there. So it'd probably take 2 or 3 turns to get over here. So you're talking about 10 turns right about now. We've got 5 to go until another crisis intensifies. So what I'm going to try and do is put our treasure fleets over here ready to go. And hopefully we'll get enough over here to help us get to a victory before we hit this crisis. That's kind of the idea. So we're kind of juggling a couple balls in the air to figure out how this is going to work or not. But that's kind of the idea here. So anyways, this is it for this turn. I did buy the physician for Madrid there, P-Money, so we're good there. I don't think we need anything else. Let me check the chat. If my wife's town gets the plague, you are sending the physicians, the missionaries to pray for the city, and the conquistadors, just because my wife likes them. Well, I've got 2 out of 3. 2 out of the 3. My conquistadors are all across the map, so take them a while to get back here. Sounds like a good option, says Amy. I've been thinking a lot about it, Amy. Been keeping me up at night. Amen, indeed. Amen, and also a women. So, let's see here. I have major outbreak. Oh, okay, spread from Taruga. Oh, Taruga has it. Oh, my bad. Okay, so 3, P-Money. 3. I've got Taruga. I didn't see that there. Taruga, Acer, and of course Sampa as well. So I guess they bounce from city to city. I guess that's how it works. Interesting. Although you don't see a whole lot. You just see the Taruga. That's it. I don't see any of the other outlying areas. But let's get this guy out of the way. Because otherwise, what happens is if you keep your units there in the city where it's got an outbreak, it starts to lower their health. So he's still at 100. There's no plague there, is there? No, we're cool. So if I were to leave him in there, he would actually die. Or conversely, if we were at war with another civilization and we were about to take over their city, but yet we were wounded and we were going to go take over and their city's infected with the plague, it would actually kill the units or really damage them. So basically war at this point is kind of a moot option as well. In addition to the age change, which just basically resets everything. So right now we're just basically in a holding pattern, hoping to get all of our stuff for a economic victory. And we're also trying to, if I remember correctly, I think we were yeah, here we go. We're also trying to get a relic as well. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Let me see, where is that? Here we go. That would be for our culture. So I'm hoping to be able to do the relic as well. That would help us out here. And then of course economic we're doing with the treasure convoys. The military one's totally screwed up. I'm not going to bother with it. Science, I don't know if I'll be able to get the specialist or not. That basically means the cities grow and we put specialist in there instead of growing the city. But a lot of times the specialist, it doesn't really matter other than this part right here. So we'll see. Because if not, it basically gives me a Dark Ages and won't let me, what is it, for flight. In the next age, it basically gives us a restriction on flight. So I hope to be able to do that, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it or not. It basically ends before you're able to finish it. So thanks, Firaxis Games. Boy, what a bunch of geniuses over there. Making this game funner and funner. And funner. Something like that. Anyways, here we are, people. That took, what, God, 30 minutes to explain? We're here, turn number 110, 1295 AD. Let's go into the future, people. Right now. Oh man, P Money, you're right on it. P Money was correct yet again here. Madrid has been infected with the plague. Major outbreak has spread to the settlement of Madrid from Acer. Thanks a lot. During this turn, there were 1 tile damage and 1 population lost, and 2 tiles gained fertility. How? I don't. Boy, I guess maybe they're throwing all the dead bodies into the ground there, and that helps out with the plants growing. Maybe. I don't know. Amy says, "What? What? It's true. Look at all the birds. Look at all the birds there." Okay, so that's another fun one. All right, well, let's take our guy and get him out of the city. Let's take our migrant. Okay, so here's the migrant. So we, lost population. But we're just going to bring him over here. And when we get done with the plague, we'll just send the migrant back into Madrid. And it'll just... Maybe we might be able to do this. And it might give us a specialist. So... that actually might have helped us out in a strange way. But there we are. Anyways, okay, so we already had our physician here. Already had it here, P-Money, so we are going to treat the sick. Let's see. Activate an infected urban district to remove unrest from that settlement. So I guess we're just removing the unrest part right now. So, okay. So we'll do that. And he does his little animation thing there. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Bring out your deads. Okay, so you see my physician right here. He went into this tile where it's got the plague. And you see he's damaged here. But a better thing is we have, who is this here? The Harriet Tubman missionary. The only way I can injure the missionaries in the game here is to have a plague in my city. So there is that. There is that. So, all right. Anyways, here we go. Let's get him to... Requires an urban district. Oh, I've got a... Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he doesn't die. That wouldn't be very cool at all. Let's see. Am I out of turns? Please tell me I'm not out of turns. Okay. Treat the sick. All right, so we're getting Asser and we're getting Madrid situated here. Did I have... I thought I had a third one. I have another one? 1 second here. I'm looking. Ah, here he is. Here he is here. You know what? Let's send him over to Ruga here. Let's just go ahead and start putting him into place here and starting to heal the sick out here, people. We shall not bear this indignity, says Amy. The town of Leicester sends aid to Queen Ruth. Well, thank you, Amy. She said, I don't know how to feel about that. Well, I mean, in one way, it's I suppose you're talking about the missionary. Yeah, that's the only way that I can get him to get injured is doing that number. So, is this one of my missionaries? That is one of my missionaries. All right, we need to convert back over our city of Axum here. Oh, I gotta do the oh, my favorite part. Okay. So they're half converted. The religion in this game is just completely messed up. Basically what we're doing here is we're taking our missionaries. They have the cities here where they have, you can see it right here, where it's got, I know it's both Christian symbols here, but one of them is Catholic and one of them is Orthodoxy, and it's like oil and water. So, so one of them would be urban and one of them would be rural. So we converted over the rural district. We need the urban district here the next turn. What we're doing is basically playing defense. We're trying to keep all of our cities as the same religion, and if we can, send out some missionaries to other lands to do that. But for right now, I just want to keep all of my cities all of the same religion. That's the idea behind this. Which we're doing pretty good so far. Catholic. Okay, we're doing good. When their missionaries come to our town, we cough on them. That's true. The little light beams are nice, says Amy. Yeah, that's where my... Oh! Here we go. There we go. Just give them a good scare. Okay, well, I need to get into this turn here. Let's see. Major outbreak. Yeah, we did that. Madrid. Okay, we did that. Let's see. Our settlement of Spartus has been fully converted. Sparta! Really? Oh, for crying out loud. All right. Do I have a missionary nearby? I do. Oh, no, that's Augustus. Never mind. And, oh, great. That's Augustus, too. Terrific. Okay. Okay. Do I have any of my missionaries? There is my missionary. Let's see. Oh, he's got to come up here. Kenji. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let us. What would be the nearest town? Cricket Town, probably. Although Madrid would be closer, it's just in plague right now, so I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead. Cricket Town, wherever Jiminy Cricket is. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and here we go. Oh, shoot. I have to have a temple, don't I? Or do I have one here? I do have one here. All right. 500 gold. Whatever. We'll make that back in the next turn, so it's fine. Okay, missionary. Oh! Okay, so I will send my missionary over here to Sparta, because that is getting converted like crazy. Lesterville, you're still good, Amy. You're still good. Oh, and say hello to Melissa for us. Say hello. Okay, what was the other town? Axum. Oh, okay. I'm working on that one. Okay, cool. All right, and we get to finally choose production in Athens. So let's see here. We've got a number of different options that we could do here. What would be a good one for us here? I could start making physicians. That might be a good option there. The other option might be is it research? Yeah, see, it went from 9 turns the last turn to 10 turns this time. So I'm losing a lot of research because a lot of the towns are going in revolt because we got the plague. So I might want to do that, or would this give us a relic? Let's take a look real quick. Diplomatic. Yeah, I need to get social class and then mastery of it, so that would probably take too long. Let's see. And then that would take 10 turns. And I would guess that the mastery of this might also take like 10 plus turns. That's cutting it close. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's... I will recommend and see what the chat has to say. But I'm thinking research. I'm thinking that on research, it would take 9 turns, which would give us a boost with the science there. Might give us an extra... It might give us our turn back. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Oh, good. Melissa's here. I've been summoned. Yes. We said to say hello. You're one of the only towns that's not being infected by the plague. Yeah, Ruth and I both say research. Well, I'm glad that I got her involved here, P-Money. Glad I got her involved. So let's actually see. Let's see if that does anything. Well, probably the next turn. Probably go wait till the next turn. Let's see here. Let's see. God, did the plague follow him? What's going on here? Is there plague there? It's hard to tell. I'm just gonna move him into the river just in case. It was kind of yellow on. Yeah, it's got this sort of yellow wherever the unit is. It's got that yellow look to it, and man, it is awfully close to the plague. Look at that. Right? Okay, so here's this guy. I don't have him selected just yet, and he doesn't have that sort of yellow. Let's just click off of that real quick. You see how it goes to that yellow, right? So I'll click back on it, and it has sort of the yellow in the tile there. It looks the same yellow as the UI in this game. I tell you, people, I find something new every time. So the plague sort of color that you have in the town. Let me go to another tile here. Like right here. This tile is infected with the plague, right? So it's got that sort of yellow look to it. If we go down here, it doesn't have that yellow look to it. You'll also see the birds flying over there. But yeah, if you select the unit, it does the... It makes it kind of yellowish. God dang, Firax's games, for crying out loud. Man, oh man. I tell you, people. I tell you. Alright, anyways, where are we? Thing with the thing. Hey, I converted his city. Excellent. Okay. Got 1 turn left. 1 turn left. Let's just go ahead and bring them all the way back over here. I think I've fully converted, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see how long it would take him to get let's just say to Sparta maybe. 4 turns. Let's just go right there. I think that might be a good spot. We'll figure out where we're at probably in the next game. So we'll bring them all the way over here. I don't see anything else that I need to do. Axum I'm going to convert over this next turn. So I think we'll be good there. The more you know. Research is good, says Amy. Research is always good. Especially when you're coming up against the clock here. The stinking age progress. Just keeps going by and going by here. I'd say send the plague army to their towns, but unfortunately you can't intentionally infect. Yeah, I know, right? That would be awesome. That'd be really cool. But no. The snowflakes over there at freaking Firax's games just would, oh no, we can't put the plague on blankets and send it into the Indian Territory. That's awful. Well, it's like history, for crying out loud. Yeah, that would be cool, but it doesn't work like that. The strangest thing, if you weren't here with us the last game, I was like, they got this thing called the Civilopedia. You can look up different fighter sweeps, air combat. You look up all sorts of different, techniques and game mechanics and stuff like that. I went to search for the plague, and nothing comes up. P-Money had to go on the internet to like a Wikipedia page or something to figure out, how the plague works. You'd figure that they would have something that's core to their game mechanics. You'd figure that they would be able to again. Fear Access games. Why? Fix your game. The Plague Army sounds kind of metal, says Amy. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Plague Army. Okay, that'll be there. That will be there. And by the way, bonus points if you know where that song came from that Bear just sang. So bonus points to you. I'm just gonna leave him. I need to put some more units in this army, but I'm not gonna do it just yet. By the way, weren't we supposed to be sending an army over that way? We've got our Conquistador. I thought that there was an army that we were building and we were going to send over there. I knew we were trying to build one. Let's see. Is he there? Oh, where he is. All right, whatever. Anyhow, this guy right here, you just stay right there. A physician. Okay, so let's go ahead and send him up to Sampa. Since we're already pretty close by. Let's just go ahead and take care of Sampa. I feel like we're just going to be playing whack-a-mole at this point. I'll send a physician over. We'll try and heal that city. The plague will go to another city. I'll have to buy another physician. Rinse, recycle, repeat. Anyhow, okay, there is that guy. I think, let's see. Okay, there is our convoy. Oh, it only takes the one turn. Excellent. Okay, so by the next turn, we're going to have 4 of these convoys. It's 3, I think. I think this one would be 3, and then we've got this other one over here, which would be 4. So we'd still be a couple behind, but we're getting close. Getting close to that economic victory. Now, what was going to happen? Let's just say I took this one right here, and basically what happens is you got these things called trade resources. So you bring it over here from Toledo. It's in this treasure convoy. And you got to bring it back over here to your empire. So if I were to take this guy right now and unload the cargo, I'd get like 100, 150 gold or something like that. But what would happen is it would increase this from 78% to, I don't know, 80%, 90%. I have no idea. So the idea is to get as many treasure convoys over here as I can, and then just, when the time comes, just load up on treasure convoys and get us our economic victory here. There you go. Dun 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 dun. Yes. Amy is enjoying Bear's heavy metal phase. All right. Let's see. Where are we going with all of this? I'm gonna move him. Here's the weird thing. He's a scout, so I can't send him into other people's territory. So I can send him close. I'm going to send him right to the border here to kind of see what's going on over here. This is the other continent. A couple other civilizations over here. But our conquistador can go through anybody's territory whatsoever. So I'm using the conquistador, and also, I don't know where he is. We'll find him in just a minute. The missionary that we have over here, he can go through borders. So we're using our conquistador and missionaries to explore the enemy territory and kind of our scouts in the areas in between there. In the case of the convoy, the quantity trumps the quality. Yeah, I would say so. There's a couple bad dudes right there. Uh-oh, are they at war? Okay. One of them has the plague over here. So, yeah. Holy cow. He's in a mess. He's definitely in a mess. But that's a huge city. 30? Holy cow. I don't even know that I'm close to 30. I think my biggest city is like a 20-something. Yeah, 27. So, holy cow. He's got a big city. So, he's got a problem there with the plague. Got a problem indeed. All right, let's see. Okay, I was trying to use this sort of, what was it, the search, where you can kind of go a couple tiles ahead, but it doesn't look over mountains. So I need to get him back. Where can he go? I need to bring him all the way around here. Holy cow. Okay. It's going to be a long journey. We'll just do it at 5 and see where we go from there. Okay. There's our missionaries. So we're using our missionaries to kind of go into different civilizations' territories here, just in case. He is injured, but I think he is okay. Must have went through like a plague area or something. So, anyhow. Who is this? Uh-oh. Is this a hostile... Where is this? Oh, Confucius. Confucius say, I am Confucius. Okay. Cool. Cool. So we're checking out Confucius's, plural. We're checking out his territory here. So he's got this great wall, but the great wall is along the sea? Would you want to put the great wall, like, between your enemies on the continent? Okay, whatever, this game. Quick! Put up a wall along the sea! Confucius. This is very confusing, Confucius. Shouldn't we put our wall, in the mainland? Along the rivers, maybe? Keep the enemy out of our territory from the other side? Whatever. Noted military strategist Confucius say. Okay. And definitely some gaps in the wall, too. He's got like a wall there, a wall there, wall there, wall right next to the volcano. Okay, sure. I guess. I have no idea. They want to keep the water out, says Amy. Maybe it's a seawall, Amy. Maybe you're on to something here. Maybe you're on to something. They're trying to keep back their most powerful enemy of all, Mother Nature. Possibly. Okay. I didn't convert this guy? I thought I converted him. The guy with the pointy hats. I thought we converted you. We did not? Aw. I thought we were supposed to be converting one of these guys. What the hell's going on here? Right? What are we supposed to... Oh, okay. It's Eben. Okay, I see his little face up there. Okay. Shoot, he must have jumped ahead in the line. Gosh dang it. Alright, so these guys are hostile. Very, very, very hostile. So, okay, these guys hostile? Yes. Okay, so that guy's hostile, and that guy's... What I'm looking at here is my scout. Can I heal him in the water? Really? Hold on. Wow. I didn't know you could heal him in the water. Okay, interesting. Well, I learned something new today. Since you are now our enemies, we will... I can't attack? I can't attack. Oh, well. Well, if they get closer, I will... Wait a minute, can I go up here? Can I attack up there? Why can't I attack? He's right there. Come on, man. For crying out loud, this stinking game. Like before, I could attack. I don't understand. Is the volcano paying for the wall? It better. That volcano better be paying for the wall. Oh, the wall will surely keep out the volcano. Yeah. They've got that volcano surrounded up there, didn't they? Well, sure do. Maybe it's like the movie Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones, where they're trying to funnel the lava out to sea. Although they've blocked their sea access, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Whatever the Chinese version of Tommy Lee Jones needs to get in on the action here and figure out what the hell they're doing with their walls and volcanoes. And of course, the smallest Grand Canyon ever. What? 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Makes it a U. Not very grand, in my opinion. Not very grand at all. All right. So we're just using our boat here. I only have 2 turns? Or 2 movements? God, this game. Alright, anyways, we're just using the boat to kind of explore the map here. I'm not really sure what happens when you transition to the new age. It may give you the entire map. It may not. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to explore as much as I can in the exploration age before the stupid game kicks me out of the exploration age before I'm done. Look, listen. Here's our technology tree. In the past, you had to get through all the technologies before you moved on to the next age. So, I don't even know if I'll be able to get the... Yeah, I know I won't be able to get the gunpowder. I still gotta do metallurgy. I haven't even gotten metallurgy, for crying out loud. We're just using sticks and stones still, apparently. So, okay. Anyways, so, yeah, we're just trying to make sure that we're getting as much done as we can here. And, going into the next age on a good foot is the plan. Can't guarantee anything, though. I don't know what Harriet Tubman's doing. I'm just going to stay there. And that's it, people. Holy moly. That went quick. That went... Well, not quick, but... quicker. Maybe they can funnel the lava into the slightly un-Grand Canyon and fill it up. Yeah, you can fill it up. Since they walled off the ocean. So, The map generation in this game is completely whack. So where is it? Where is it here? Here we go. Here is the quote-unquote Grand Canyon, right? So how's the Grand Canyon made? It's got a river in there, right? That carved it out. So you've got a U in this Grand Canyon. You would figure, okay, it would be along one of these rivers, right? You know, maybe it'd be like, you know, down here or somewhere or something like that, where the river would cut through and create this giant canyon and everything. It's a U. And there's no flipping... there's no river anywhere around. So you got an oasis, but I don't think that's going to work. So yeah, I don't. And then you got, you know, your volcanoes right next to volcanoes. And it's just whack, people. It's whack. I don't know what to tell you. Just trying to get by here, people. Trying to get by. P-Money asks a very interesting question. He says, so when we reach the quote-unquote modern age, I don't even think they call it the modern age. I think they call it like the industrial age or something like that. You know, it's supposed to be... I would assume the 1700s would still be in the exploration age, right? Maybe the kind of colonial age, I suppose. I think it's supposed to be like the industrial era. So what would that be? Kind of mid to late 1750s, almost 1800s, to the modern era. So, yeah, I guess it supposes that in between the ages you unlock it. Again, everything goes back to, it resets all the civilizations. So, I guess they all get to the same point at the same time. Doesn't work like that, but okay, whatever. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Well, I hope those trebuchets can fight against the nukes. Well, the nukes will be launched by the trebuchets. We will have discovered nuclear fission, but not rocketry. So we'll have to, we'll have to tell those poor trebuchet people, you know, you're going to launch this nuclear weapon, but you're not going to survive. It's like the Davy Crockett. Poor fellas, they're like, all right, we're going to fire this nuclear weapon into the Soviets. Yeah, it's like a 5-kiloton nuclear weapon. Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. We're only going to be like a mile and a half away. We're going to be incinerated. Yeah, well, you know, them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Grand Canyon came from a falling giant horseshoe. That could be true. Could be true. All right, we are at turn number 111 and 1300 AD. By the way, when did they invent gunpowder? It was like around 1400s, right? Maybe late 1200s? So yeah, like, what? We're like, what? 12 turns away, maybe away from the end of the age. I don't know how much it is between intensifies and culminates and then it ends. And I think in the update it gives you another 5 or 6 more turns before it actually ends. So you're thinking maybe, let's just say 14, maybe 20, 25 turns at the very most. And then, of course, other civilizations could advance ahead, which would narrow that time frame down. But that's just kind of a guess. So, yeah, you would figure that you would want to leave it here in the 1300s because we're right at that exploration age. But no, they completely screwed it up here where, you know, you're taking like medieval times and exploration age, combining it together, but focusing on the Middle Ages and then, you know, rushing through the exploration age, which is just like, it just, the flow of it just is completely thrown off. Completely thrown off, people. Yes, indeed. So, all right. Anyways, 1311, 111, let's go. One more hashtag, one more turn. There we go. Well, at least I am injuring, some some missionaries out here. I'm also injuring my catapult as well, and that's not a good idea at all. So let's get him out of the plague. 9th century by China. Well, yeah, but they were using it mainly in fireworks. It wasn't like it wasn't like guns that we would think of today, where they were using the power to project a projectile, like a cannon or something like that. I thought that came. Let's see. Marco Polo was what, like late? It was like 1100s, maybe 1200s. Somewhere right around there. It's been a while since I looked up my Marco Polo stuff. So somewhere right around there. So no, I thought it was later. I thought it was later because it was like 1200s, 1300s when Europe actually got gunpowder and was using it as weapons. Chinese, they were just firing off fireworks. I think they had something where they would use it to shoot arrows or something, but it wasn't very effective, I don't think. Okay, where am I here? Let's see. Ian has become the Caesarian in the new city-state of Ventai. Yeah, okay, we got to, how did he do that the year ahead of us? I don't know how. Okay, whatever. Anyways. So there goes that. Womp, womp, womp. Major outbreak has spread to Kwanji for terrific. There we go. Yep, so we're just going to be playing whack-a-mole at this point. Ay, ay, ay. Buy another physician, maybe. Let's just keep one here in Athens just in case. Gosh dang it. See, I'm just spending a whole bunch of money here, and it keeps going up each time I do it. So, there's going to be a limit to how many times I can do this physician. We'll do it anyways. We'll get another one there in Athens. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's do our units here. Okay, that guy, you can stay there. Torrico, is that in? It's hard to tell. You know what? I'm just going to move him over here just in case. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's affecting the... Take that, Harry Tubman. It's affecting the missionaries, that's the only, like, benefit I'm getting out of it right now. Let's see here. Migrant. You just stay there. Oh, that's nice. They put up a nice little tent. Okay, cool. That's our refugee camp. All right. Tarico, you can just hang out there. Put up your own tents. Don't get sick. Whatever you do. Army commander can stay there. Missionary. Oh, that's right. Let's see. I need to send him to Sparta. Gosh, I thought we had another army guy that we were sending over. I could have sworn that we were. He's not. Yeah, he's not already over here, right? Because I need that for this guy, right? Activate distant lands on an army commander with 3 empty slots. Yeah. Okay. Because I thought that we did one. Okay. I might need to build an army guy. I thought that we did, but maybe I was trying to save up for it or something like that. So, all right. Here's our physician. Let's see. Let's do Sampa first. Let's just go ahead and get that one taken care of, and then we'll come down to Kanji and see what we can do there. Let's see. Because he is going to get injured every time he goes into these cities and treats the sick. He's going to get injured. So at some point, I will need to heal these guys. Treat the sick. There we go. He's doing his... Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead! So, I guess that takes a while to work. So we continue on. Continue on. There is our treasure convoy. I was going to bring him a little bit closer to our neck of the woods here, just in case anybody has any funny ideas and wants to attack us here. Like this guy right here. What are you doing? It's a trade ship, but still. Get the heck out of the way. Okay. I'll bring him right here. So next time, I think, was that 3 turns now? 5 turns. 5 turns. Okay. And that will give me 3. So I'd still be down 1, wouldn't I? Let me double check here, people. 1 second here. Let's see, is it this one? Okay. Economic. I need 10. So I've got 4 right now, so that would give me 8. Oh, okay, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, 11. Okay, so that would work. Excellent. Excelente. You stay there. Let's just put you to sleep. In my units, a missionary. Oh God, he's in the plague. Ay. Can I go to a tile here that's not? Let's see, what is it? Urban, great, terrific. All right, he's gonna get injured, but that's all right. All right. Now this is some real medieval stuff right here. We're converting a city that has succumbed to the plague. Talk about some Dark Ages stuff right there. All right. Unfortunately, he's going to get injured, but that's the breaks, people. That's the breaks. All right. Ah, here is my other conquistador. See, I can go in between all his different places that we were trying to do here. Oh, I've got to go all the way around. Are you kidding me? Come on. Yeah, I got to go all the way around for crying out loud. All right. Well, at least we're exploring this area. I don't know exactly where his capital city is. I don't think. Is this it? This is it. So that's his capital city. We'll see. At least he's neutral with us. Everybody else is angry. I mean, you know, I did take over, you know, your capital city. I completely destroyed Santa's workshop. I don't know. I made fun of your haircut. I don't know. Rome doesn't like me. Nobody likes me. What's going on here? All right. Let's see. Let's do this. And then let's see if we can do the little scout thingy. Or search. Let's do that. Really? I guess that's a mountain right there. Yep, mountain. Okay. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it with somebody else. Get it with somebody else here. But at least, let's see. Except for his areas there, I think the east portion... Well, what would this be? The western leading side, the left-hand side of this continent, we've pretty much discovered. We've got most of the top of it, and we're working over here, and then the rest of it is all to the south. We have no idea. We can kind of figure how big the continent is. I just don't know how far down it goes. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Let's see. Missionary, what was I doing here? Oh, that's right. I was looking at his wall. All right, let's continue. Yeah, he's just got a wall right here in the... Gotta keep out them waves. Keep out those waves. All right, I'm still trying to... Okay, so I'll just go into the water. This is kind of weird. Let's do that. No, let's do this. Let's do it like that, and then we'll Let's just do there right now. He is going, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, my boat. So, yeah, we're just trying to see how big some of these empires are. Oh, I am sorry. I am not paying attention to the chat here. Let's see. Interesting, says Amy. The development of gunpowder into handheld weapons predates the mechanical firing mechanic by a lot. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they had some interesting, there was a lot of figure outs that they were, they figure, okay, we can put it into a tube and it explodes and then it sends another projectile out. But then it took a little while to kind of work everything. I mean, they didn't have rifling until like the 1800s. So, cartridges. I mean, that was all later hand stuff here. So, yeah, some interesting stuff. They had hand cannons that they had to aim and light by hand. Yeah, I know. Slow physicians. We need faster physicians to heal Ruth's town. There we go. I'm getting better. Save their bodies and their souls. I will try, Amy. I will try. It's easier than others. Oh my goodness, you invade their cities one time and they never get over it. I know, right? I mean, I accept their peace offering after they come all the way across the continent, I'm not founding anywhere near them. No, they're coming over to me. Stinking AI, so, as usual, always getting the blame out here. Par for the course. Par for the course, I suppose. All right, we're just exploring this river here. Oh, of course, that's the end of that turn. And I still can't. Why can I not? Oh, you know why? Because it's his friend. So I bet you if I try to attack, then I would go to war against Ian. So I can't do any attacking. All right. Well, that explains that. All right, let's get the hell out of here then. Don't need to be around here anymore. Which is weird because I bet you they would attack me. I really need to send this guy over here to kind of see what's going on, but what I might do is I might send the boats and just kind of get a figure of, the outline and then maybe find a spot, because there looks like there's another one over here. Yeah. Danish. They're Danish. Okay. I don't think that they are hostile, but you never know. Anyway, so there's a third one out here. City-state, so I gotta watch out. Got to watch out for all that. All right, you stay there. Missionary, let's see. It needs to be urban. Okay, so that'll be this next tile here. That's fine. All right. You go there. All right, and you, no, what the hell? Where did he go? There we go. Okay. Do the thing. Spread your religion, sir. Oh! Come on, where's the lights? Where's the lights? There we go. Oh! I do like the animations in this game. I do like it. Like these guys just kind of standing around over here. The catapult guy. I do like the animations, especially when you kind of zoom down really close. I do enjoy it. Like the incense burning here at the altar. The fire at the lighthouse and all that sort of stuff. I like that. It's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, people. We have come to the end of turn number 112, 1305 AD. And, of course, it is 9 o'clock, people. That's a perfect time for me to ask the chat out here. But we always ask at this time. Hashtag one more turn. Yay or nay? Put it into the chats. See if we go another turn. Of course, we're going to be right back here tomorrow evening at the same bear time. Same bear channel. So we will not be missing out on anything, but I always ask you out here in the chat. For me, says B Money. Okay. Oh, wait. Tuesdays are always better for a longer night for me. That's what she said. Hey-oh. Yeah, the details are nice, says Amy. Yeah, I do. I do like the animation and some, like, you know, of course, the plague stuff where they've got the buzzards flying. I didn't notice until the last game that they have, like, these little skulls. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if you could see them or not. They kind of, like, float up. I don't know if you can see it right there. The little skull that kind of floats up. Little nice details. I like that. I wish they would put half as much effort into the nice little details like this into, like, literally fixing the game. That would be really, really nice. Really nice. Would make the game playable, for sure. For sure. Amy, Melissa, what say ye out here? Are we going to wrap it up this evening? Right here at turn number 112 and 1305 AD. Or would you like hashtag one more turn? That is the question that we have right now for the chat council. For the old chat council. Where are you? Yes, you get to tell Bear what to do on his own channel. That's right. Man, Sparta, they're just going to spam Sparta with these missionaries. Gosh dang it. I still have no idea where that other army guy went. I could have sworn we built one. Let's see. P-Money says, I got to get some stuff done tonight. Tomorrow night is better for me for a longer night. Well, in that case, and for the sake of Mrs. P-Money, more than anything, we will go ahead and we will, if you don't mind, Amy and Melissa, I know I asked, but if you don't mind, since P-Money needs to wrap it up early here, let us go ahead, let us end it here this evening. Turn number 112, 1305 AD, people. Let me get all of that situated here, good people. So let me close that out. Let me bring this up. Bring you people in as well as Bear saves a game here. I don't need the music. There we go. Save game. We went a whole 2 turns. Of course, 30 minutes out of this was just me explaining how everything went. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that every time. That definitely takes a while. All right, save the game. Let's see, people. I'm going to do the exit the main menu first, and then we'll go to exit desktop and see if it crashes. Crashed on me the last time. All right, okay, let's see. I'm just curious. Just curious. All right. All right, exit. It did not crash. It did not crash. So if you had, it did not crash when Bear ended the game in your bingo list, then congratulations. You win. You win out there. Let's see, Amy says, that's fine. Thank you, Amy. Great seeing you guys, says P-Money. Indeed, sir. You and the entire P-Money family out there. Maybe do a recap only on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, don't do a recap. I'll consider it. We'll consider it. I think if we have a bunch of people, I might do a recap, but yeah, that might be an idea. We'll catch up with you tomorrow then. That's correct, Amy. Same Bear time. Same Bear channel. That's right, people. That is right. But Bear wants to thank everybody out there, including Amy and Melissa, Mrs. P-Money, all of the little B-Moneys, and, of course, Mr. P-Money himself. All of our Russian bots and lurkers. Thank you so much. We'll be back here less than 24 hours. So hope to see you all then. But you know what? All this talk, people, has made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrrrr. Night, everyone.